Production presents T-Gap Trail North and East. Out and about on the Recumbents, July 16, 2024. Ride low, ride slow. Let's go. Ride Recumbent. Hey, good morning. BJ. Joe, Hondo from Out and About on the Recumbents. We're heading east on the Templeton Gap Trail. Today it's 7:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, or Mountain Daylight Time, what do you want to call it? Yeah, another urban trail that heads east. Got a squirrel over here. All right. That opens up, got a big old huge canal here. A very pleasant morning. Some clouds, but we decided to head out early again because the heat's not going to be as bad today. It's only supposed to get into the, the mid 80s instead of the 90s to 100. And but the rain chances come about noon, jump up fiercely. So, you all right? Okay. Well, suck on a throat drop. Yeah. Morning. Some heavy equipment over here. I don't know what for. Maybe mowers. Yeah, probably mowers. It is nice and mowed, so that's always good. Of course, with the extreme extreme heat we had all last week, I understand why they're trying to cut down all the extra brush. We'll be taking this trail up to get it on the Flint Ridge Ridge Road bike lane. out to Academy Boulevard. And stop at either McDonald's or Starbucks. They've got both of them right on the corner pretty much. And have our homemade diabetic centered trail mix. Which for Joe is a mix of a high protein cereal, low fat, no sugar, and almond slivers, and some raisins thrown in there for a little bit of natural sugar. You know, since she's riding, she's exercising, so she needs a few carbs. Almonds have carbs, not a lot, but they have some carbs. There's hardly any carbs in the cereal. And then you got the carbs and the raisins for her to, for her body to burn. But we'll be coming up on Portal Park, which is P-O-R-T-A-L, like the portal window in a ship, I guess. And stop and use the facilities, and then we'll head on up. Yeah, as you can kind of see there, this is definitely a big old canal or channel. It's probably more of a channel than a canal. But it's one of the few, you know, completely natural dirt channels, because most of them are, you know, most of them through town have been concreted. We have a very large and deep concrete channel up by where we live. Well, we live on Van Buren Street, and that's also the name of the channel, is the Van Buren Channel. Okay, we got a dog walker here, so we gotta hit the bell here in a minute. Passing on your left. Thank you. One more behind me. Got a bit of a dip here. All right, so we've made our way to Portal Park. But the facilities are on the other side, so we kind of have to. Oh yeah, that's not a good sign. Them clouds are coming in already. We might just get wet on the way home today. But tomorrow looked even worse as far as the rain goes. So on Thursday, which would be the driest of the days of the week, we got to go food shopping, so we really don't have any real choice but go ahead and get this done, or go ahead and get that right in today, and hope it will hold off for a few more hours. If not, we do carry full rain gear, pants, and we don't have any shoe covers. We used to, but they kind of died. Kick up the e-assist a little bit. Got a bump here. This lady would get her damn dogs. Sorry, you're not supposed to let the dogs loose. In Colorado Springs, dogs are supposed to be on a leash, especially in a city park. And she has no idea if they're gonna go crazy about the strike or not. Okay, we're back out on the trail here. Morning. So yeah, we're like I said, just got to try to get in a ride today because tomorrow's weather looks like it could be thunderstorming in the morning and getting worse in the afternoon. So that's probably so riding tomorrow is probably pretty much out. And right now we're back on the Templeton Gap Trail and heading for Union Boulevard. Excuse me. Yeah, we got to cross over. Actually, we're going under Union Boulevard. Have to go through a tunnel. Morning. It's a pretty busy, pretty busy bike trail. Like I said, this is one of the other. There's only two trails that go east much, and that's this one and the Rock Island. Now, the Rock Island goes a lot further because it goes all the way to, at least for right now, it goes all the way to Powers Boulevard, or just before Powers Boulevard, Inter Frontage Road. And someday they're supposed to you know, dig out underneath it so you can continue. Don't have any idea when that someday will be. Probably many years after Joe and I are gone. Morning. And but yeah, we got a big old hill here that we gotta go up. So I kind of got myself in zoom mode here. All right, so we'll go down through a tunnel. We give Joe a bit more time to get going here. She has a real bad habit of not putting on her e-assist fast enough and then slows down a lot, and I almost run her over. Ole, 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 ole. Oh man, I should have shifted down now. That's the one really good thing about e-assist. Even if you're in a little harder gear. Now, I don't know if Joe's does the same thing. Yeah, these guys are really starting to look bad already, and that kind of sucks. They weren't supposed to get bad for at least a while. Like I said, this trail goes, well, it doesn't quite go to Academy Boulevard. It basically, it stops, I can't remember the name of the street, but the trail ends there, and then it turns into a sidewalk, just a regular sidewalk, and you could take that to Academy Boulevard, and then you're stuck on the sidewalk on Academy Boulevard because you know, it's one of those 8-lane, it's not a highway, but it's a super road, and it's way busy. So the only safe way for bicycles or trikes or walkers is to use the sidewalk. So if we go up that way, which we rarely do, that's what we do. Passing on your left. Nobody else behind me. Have a good day. I do apologize for you know, the content not really changing a lot. Basically, since we don't have, you know, a truck or a car to be able to haul our trikes to other places, we're pretty much urban trikers, you know. And there's only so many trails in the city. Now there are some we haven't been on in years, but that's because they really don't go much of anywhere. And some of them are really miserable, like the Homestead Trail. That's a really tough trail. They don't have a good access point. You have to get on some nasty little dirt road around a drainage, you know, that runs by a drainage ditch to get into the park where you can pick up the trail. And then it's not extremely wide in places. It's mostly concrete, but it's not very wide. Now the first part isn't, though. It's been a while since you've been up there, so hopefully maybe they finally repaved it, but they usually don't. And the asphalt to get you up to the concrete part of the trail is really terrible. Super bumpy, got a lot of loose sand on it, you know, so not a fun ride. I mean, it's a good ride if you want a challenge, but it goes along, and then basically it's kind of a north-south route. But you can only, on these trikes, it's only safe to go so far, because you get to a certain point and the concrete ends and the trail turns to real slippery dirt and just this kind of really fierce downhill angle that is just kind of dangerous for a trike, because, you know, trikes don't tip over easy, but if you get them angled enough, you know, if you're trying to go fast and angle, go straight, babe. You know, you're trying to angle, and all of a sudden, you know, you got yourself up to where you hit a berm and you slide a little bit, and all of a sudden, you know, you're past your angle of return and you fall over sideways. Okay, we're going down into the canal here. This, I guess we could call a canal, because it's all concrete and it's quite huge. That's Austin Bluffs that are just passing over our heads here. This gets you right down into the flood drainage system. If it's raining really hard, you really don't want to go this way. Of course, you wouldn't have much choice, because this is really kind of the only way. Now over on the left side here, there's a oh man, you should have kicked it up. Now I'm trying not to run you over. Right. Right. I said right. Yeah. I have to apologize to her. I forget. You know, she doesn't usually put her hearing aids on when she rides, because you know, you got the helmet, you know, and the strap and everything else, and the hearing aids just don't really want to stay in very well, you know, when she's got her helmet on. So she has 40% hearing loss in both ears. I guess she's an oddball, because it's the same exact on both sides. Like guess that doesn't happen very often. Yeah, like I said, we came off the Templeton Gap Trail. Now we're on the Flint Ridge Road bicycle lane. Yeah. Oh, it's Flint Ridge Drive. I'm sorry. I can remember names sometimes, but sometimes I can't remember whether they're, you know, streets, drives, boulevards, etc., etc., etc. Had to get a drink. Whew. As I've said before, it is a really nice bike lane. There's not a lot of traffic down here. It doesn't get like super busy. I don't know even why they would have built that access way there, because, you know, that puts you out on Austin Bluffs, and like I said, that's another, you know, 4-lane super road or 8-lane super road that you don't want to be on a bike. Although it does have a bike lane, but it's not a protected bike lane, you know. And speed limit's only supposed to be 45. And I think most of them are doing 65 to 75. So, not a safe place for a trike, a bicycle, or a pedestrian to be. Oh man. Yeah. Got some. Yeah, the only bad thing about this is that this way, it's all uphill. I think what I'm going to do, yeah, just kick the boost up to 2. You know, level 2. Now these E-systems are funny, you know, because some of them have, you know, basically low, middle, and high, and then some of them have like econo, tour, and turbo, you know, and they can have between 3 and, I think most of them are between 3 and 9 levels of assist. Now mine, you can set. If you only want 3, you can do 3. If you want 5, you can do 5, or you can do 9. And to make my Bafang inline e-assist system more compatible with Joe's EBO rear hub e-assist system, I had them switch it over to 9 levels. Now that doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to get more power on every level. That's not how it works. There's only so much power, so it has to spread it out. So it's like my level 1 isn't quite as strong as Joe's level 1. My level 2 is a little stronger than Joe's, I think. My level 3 seems to be quite a bit stronger than Joe's. Our level 4 seems to be about the same, and we never go above that, so. Yeah, like I said, we're heading up here to either McDonald's or Starbucks, according to which one we feel like. It's a strange deal, you know. The McDonald's is cheaper, but it has black tea. And of course, Starbucks is more expensive, but it has green tea. And We prefer the green tea. Yeah, there's houses on the bluffs there. I mean, I'm sure the views are spectacular, but I wouldn't want my $1 million+ home to be hanging on the edge of a cliff, especially a sandstone cliff. Because, you know, up in the real mountains, you know, that's all granite. I mean, granite's hard. But everything down here is pretty much red sandstone. Not quite as much as, you know, like they have in Utah. You know, Utah's red sandstone pillars and etc. are gorgeous, man. It's been a long time since we've been there. That was one of the places we like to go in our motorcycle days. We go do the $1 million highway, you know, into Durango, Colorado 550, and then pick up, kind of funny, used to be, you know, many years ago, the road from Durango that took you into Utah was Highway 666. Not kidding. But now I think they've changed it to 141 or something like that. And that goes up and picks up, what is that, like 196 or something like that? And that takes you, might just be 96, not 100% sure. But that'd be Utah 96, so that takes you up into, I think it's 196. Takes you up into Moab. Beautiful place. Arches National Park, Canyonlands, and just gorgeous. And you know, they've got some killer bike trails, but the only problem of it is that let that guy turn. I don't know what this car is doing. I guess he wants to turn too. So we really appreciate you guys checking us out. If you're new, welcome aboard. And if you're one of our subscribers, a long time or short time, hey, thank you very much. We do appreciate it. It's nice to know that somebody else out there enjoys what we do. yeah, we'll be, as we get a little closer to Academy Boulevard, I'll go ahead and shut her down while we go get our iced tea and our snack. So that's kind of what we've done. Usually, you know, we eat our lunch first, usually a brown bag special, and sometimes we get to spoil ourselves and, you know, get a restaurant lunch. But most of the time, it's peanut butter and jelly, wheat bread, thin wheat bread, low as possible sugar peanut butter. I haven't found a sugar-free peanut butter yet that I could afford. I'm sure I haven't seen any anyway. But some of them are pretty low. You know, like 1 to 2. I don't know, some, you know, whatever you use to measure that. Percentage, I guess it would be 1 or 2%. And then we have sugar-free strawberry jam from Schmuckers. With a name like Schmuckers, it's got to be good. That's a really old commercial. Some of you old timers, you gray hairs out there with Joe and I, you might remember that. But, yeah, because this is probably going to be the last video for the week. Because I just don't think, especially, you know, we definitely, like I said, we won't ride tomorrow. Big chances of thunderstorms, like pretty much all day long. Starting tonight and just kind of continuing for on and off for the whole day. So we'll have to hope we can sneak a walk in. They've finally started construction again on the Rock Island Connector Trail. And I think what they're doing right now is they have one more wall that they need to put up on the other side of the Cascade Bridge to be able to hold back the, you know, the dirt from the sides. And then I think once they get that done, they can lay concrete and actually finish this part of it. There's still a little part of it they need to finish up north on the trail. Okay, well, as you can see, we're right up to Academy Boulevard now, so when I get over here and make my turn onto the sidewalk so we can cross the street, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for a while. It's 8:30, so some of you will probably just be getting breakfast and stuff. But, you know, I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, so to get things, you know, started. All right. So, hey. Yeah. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, we're back. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn right and go up Templeton Gap as far as we can. It basically, I said, it ends before Academy Boulevard. Going this way, it ends at Ranch Road, Ranch Drive, Ranch something. Just crossed over the canal. yeah, this part of this goes, well, pretty much like the other did. It goes right along Union Boulevard. But, yeah, I don't know if they ever have any plans for extending this or not. I don't think so. At least this way. It would be nice if they, you know, made on the other, there's basically a fork in the road back there before you go where we went underneath Austin Bluffs Parkway. Well, it's not there, it's more north, but one way you go, one way is this way, and this will take you, like I said, up to Ranch Road, and that's as far as you get. And then yeah, the other leg, I guess you could call this the straight leg, and the other one would be the left leg. You'd have to turn off to your left and take a little bridge over the canal here. Not that one that we just did, but like I said, that one goes to a street that I cannot think of the name. And the trail, the double wide trail or path starts there, or stops there, sorry, it stops there. And then if you want to go up to Academy Boulevard, which is, you know, several blocks east, you have to jump on a regular, you know, a regular sidewalk, which, you know, if that means if you run into a pedestrian or a dog walker, you gotta find someplace to get off, because they have the right-of-way. At least the trails here, they have the right-of-way. And so yeah, hopefully maybe one day they'll think seriously about, you know, making that a double wide path all the way to Academy Boulevard. That'd be great. It'd be great if they could actually, and then go from Austin Bluffs Parkway and Academy Boulevard to down to the outside of Palmer Park, and then you could hook up with the they have like a frontage road path along Academy over to Constitution, and then you'd be able to pick up the Rock Island Trail. Which you could take either out to Powers, or you basically would take it how to get you down to Shook's Run Trail, or the or once they get it finished, the Rock Island Connector. Howdy. And that would take you down to the that will take you down to the Pikes Peak Greenway, and then you can go north and south about as far as you will, clear out of town. Either way, if you head south, you head towards the town of Fountain, and if you go north, you head towards oh man, well, the very end would be up in the little towns of Monument and Palmer Lake. So, you know, I mean, that would be major miles that day, because the Pikes Peak Greenway Trail system, the Pikes Peak Greenway system, is made up of 3 trails. And that is the main north and south route. Okay, so yeah, we're coming up on the end here. Once you cross the street where that car was and that jogger is, you're out of luck. You're on a regular wide sidewalk, and every time there's a light pole, there's barely enough room for these trikes to get by, and I do mean barely. So we're just gonna go up here and turn around at the Bethel Mennonite Church. Got a ranch community garden here. That's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, so that's the end of the trail on this side, or going up this fork, the straight fork. Now we're gonna head pretty much straight back. So I think what I'm gonna do is, once we get over here, I'm gonna end the video for today. Although I may add some a little later, we'll see. At first we thought the clouds were going to, we were actually getting spit on rain-wise, but now all of a sudden the sun got to them a bit, and it's all breaking up again. So, but yeah, well, like I said, I'm really happy that you guys came along with us. We enjoy the company, and basically, you know, if you want to be notified of our next video there on YouTube, click on the bell logo, little bell logo that's on the YouTube page itself. That'll basically make it so that anytime a new video that we make comes up, you'll get notified right away. You won't have to try to find us, see if anything's going on. And yeah, so like I said, so that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Please give us a thumbs up, a like, shared our videos. We'd love it to, you know, if you know somebody else you think might be interested, please let them know that we're out there, and we appreciate that too. And okay, so as usual, you know our ending. It's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground. It's enough, oh yeah, to be moving on. All right, till next time, we hope you're getting out there and getting moving on yourself. And so for Joe and myself, BJ, Ando, we are the creators of Out and About on the Recumbents here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where we live. All right. Have a great rest of your week. Bye till next time. Okay, well, I know we said that was going to be the end, but we decided to do the other leg as soon as we can find the, oh, there it is. Got lost for a second. So yeah, we'll take you to the other end of the trail. Like I said, this one splits. So instead of going straight like we did before, oh boy, dang it. I just don't have the turning radius that Joe does. I wish I did. Come on, baby. There we go. Yeah, like we talked about before, I think because it's lower, my trike is lower to the ground. The way the bars are, you know, because this is a indirect steering trike, which is great. I prefer indirect steering, but just the way everything is and how far I like my bars going forward. Joe's bars are pretty much straight up and down. Mine are at a bit of an angle because it cramps my elbows. Okay, so now we're going over the canal here. And now instead of heading north like we did before, we're heading east. And we got a couple of real wicked little climbs here we got to do. And we'll probably end up just coming straight back the way we did. But you can jump off here at the bottom, and it does back streets, and it'll take you over to Fillmore and Union. But I don't really want to go that way, so we'll come all the way back. But yeah, like I said, that's trail marking sign. It says Palmer Park's ahead. But Palmer Park is really not set up for, you know, regular bicycling. It only has one paved lane, or one paved road. And trail's not in real good shape right there. It's, you know, it's a little bit eroded because, you know, when it snows and stuff and they plow it, that's kind of off at an angle. So yeah, like I said, right now we're riding right along both Austin Bluffs Parkway here in Colorado Springs, and yes, you guys will just have to consider this bonus footage. So yeah, just a little extra. Like I said, we thought for sure that dark clouds are rolling in, so we thought we don't stand much of a chance here. We're gonna have to haul buns, but then all of a sudden, man, the sun broke them up for a while. So, and it's only 9:30, and my goal was to be back at the shed by, not shed, I keep calling it a shed. It's not a shed, it's a storage area. I should say a storage unit. Got a gentleman jogging up the path here, so we're going to stay out of his way. Morning. Because I admire anybody that runs or jogs. I can't do it, and neither can Joe. Our knees just won't handle. Like I said, this is Palmer Park over where the camera's facing. It's huge. It covers, you know, multiple hundred, a couple of hundred acres, and it's like prime mountain bike territory, because they have a lot of trails, you know, everything from you know, kind of mellow kind of mellow, not mellow enough for these trikes to, you know, absolutely gnarly cliffhanger specials, you know, that the mountain bike guys and gals love. So yeah, this is the end. This is the end, my friend. So we're gonna just kind of do a U-ey here. And I can never find the name of this street. They used to have it up there on a sign, but it's like they took it down. Oh, there it is. Brenner. Okay. So we got to turn around here. Like I said, it turns into a regular sidewalk. It turns into a regular sidewalk going that way up to Academy Boulevard. I guess they consider this the Austin Bluff Trail. All right, well, we're just going back the same way, so there's no use in re-recording. So yeah, just a little bonus footage. So you got to see both current ending points of the Templeton Gap Trail. Although I noticed they actually have this on that little signpost over there that this is the Austin Bluffs Trail. So maybe, you know, once you take the left fork, you're actually on the Austin Bluffs Trail, not the Templeton Gap anymore. I'll have to find that out for sure. All right. Okay. Appreciate it, guys. Bye for now.